All right, so I'm out here at the airstrip, and Ken came over and helped me with a few adjustments on the mixture lever so I can actually kill this engine with leaning it out, and also messed with the throttle. Idle was about 1500, so we got it down to 8, and then we were afraid that the air mixture screw down in here, if you can see that, would get too close to the mixture lever, and so I backed it out another, I think, half to 3/4 of a turn, so that should give me about the 500 RPM that I need. So we cranked it about 4 times today, and the last 2 times, after a shot of prime, it started up on the second pull through. Actually, the last one was the third pull. And also, I was taking the prop and starting it about here, right before the mag clicks, to prop it, and it would kick back on me. I wasn't, so he suggested more like 11 o'clock, and that seemed to do the trick, especially when I held my mouth just right. So it runs good. Hopefully I can do another compression check on it. The last time number 2 cylinder was really low, but that was because it hasn't been run in 4 years, and we just weren't getting the right compression on number 2. I drained 2 quarts of oil, put in 2 quarts of Marvel Mystery Oil, pulled the bottom plugs out, and then spun the prop like crazy for about a minute, rested, and then did it same thing about 4 or 5 more times. Try to get all the lubrication up into the engine, top of the engine, and running down on everything, and put the plugs back in, drained all that oil, put in fresh oil, and then the compression was like really, you know, like you can feel a big difference in the compression after doing that. And then that day I got it to start. So I cranked it up twice that day, and other than the high idle, it ran real good. So next time I'm out at the strip, Ken and I are going to go up in his Cub, and we're going to do a little flying and pattern work and some touch and goes and stuff, and just to get a feel again of a tail dragger. And from what Dennis told me, this here fly is actually easier than a Cub, so we shall see. I also want to do some taxi tests and check the brakes, make sure those are operating correctly. And static RPM, I did a static RPM check, and 2350 is what I was getting on it. So that's all for today. It's hot out here, and I'm gonna pack it in. Oh, my homemade tail wheel dolly. Saw some stuff on YouTube, and came up with this. I wasn't sure, you know, my wheels are probably too far back. It could be a little closer, but I wasn't sure how much clearance I had after the tail. So I gave it, you know, about a foot longer arm than need be. And so there's a little bit of pressure I have to push down on the handle to lift it up, but it isn't that terrible, and it works good. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and see you in the skies. Hold that with your hand over here so you don't block the doohickey.
Okay.
before I shut it down with the